Well, Donald Trump can't stop emailing me. Just emailed me again, just about an hour and a half ago. This one really urgent. Email says breaking, like breaking news. And it is from it says it's the only official emails from Donald J. Trump, or from this email right here. It's right on my phone. It says breaking. The Democrats broke into the home of President Donald J. Trump. Here it is. I think we can put it up on the screen, this email that I just got. It's to me, it's a very personal email. It says, Lawrence, the radical left is corrupt. This is your chance to stand with President Trump. Please rush in a donation immediately to publicly stand with President Trump against this never-ending witch hunt. This is to one of my many email addresses. It's actually my least used email address, which somehow the Trump email managers have found. And they are suggesting, once again, same contribution they suggested last night. They're suggesting $45. They figure that's what I'm good for on this deal, is $45. But, there is that problem deadline. It was right there on the screen. You could see it. The deadline, which is right under the $45 suggestion, the deadline is immediately. Now, I am bad with any deadline, but immediately, that is just no kind of deadline that I can work with. And so they'll keep spending their email budget, sending emails to me to raise money for Donald Trump to do what? Do what with it? What's he going to do with it? And he's raising money because the FBI raided his home. The FBI raids his home, and they do it secretly. The FBI tells no one. Donald Trump's response is to tell everyone. That's how we know it. And then to rush out emails raising money on the fact that the FBI executed a search warrant at his home. We've had 48 hours of public comment since the FBI surprised Donald Trump by executing that search warrant at his Florida home. And we will now present to you every single Republican statement about that search warrant that is true. So here are all of the Republican statements about the Trump search warrant that are true. Sorry. None. Not one. I would happily sit at this desk and read to you every true statement by any Republican anywhere about the Trump search warrant, if there were any. There is not a single true statement made by a Republican about the search warrant. Now, in fairness, most Republican members of Congress have managed to say absolutely nothing about it. Republican Senator Mitt Romney is typical. The Salt Lake Tribune reports that Senator Mitt Romney did not respond to requests seeking comment. But every Republican who hopes to be president someday has had something to say about it, including Yale Law School graduate Senator Joshua Hawley and Harvard Law School graduate Senator Rafael Cruz. Senator Cruz called the FBI partisan attack dogs for Democrats. That was his phrase, without mentioning that the FBI Director Christopher Wray is a Republican appointed by Donald Trump. Senator Cruz simply lied about the search warrant and the FBI. Senator Hawley offered a childish comment that Merrick Garland must resign or be impeached and that Christopher Wray must be removed from office. And Senator Hawley said something that has been echoed by other Republicans. Senator Hawley said, quote, the search warrant must be published. The Republican demand that the search warrant be made public was described as deafening by a CNN reporter online. Deafening. And not one of those Republicans is demanding that Donald Trump reveal what the FBI took from his home. Donald Trump was given a receipt of sorts for what was taken by the FBI. he could make that public right now and satisfy the deafening demands by Republicans to reveal the purpose of the FBI search warrant. Donald Trump has chosen to lie about the search instead, suggesting that the FBI planted evidence that they will now claim they found there. Now that got instantly embraced by the most craven Trump worshipers like Senator Rand Paul and everyone at the Fox propaganda channel. Donald Trump knows what the FBI found. Donald Trump knows that what they found includes evidence that may be so incriminating to him that he might want to assert the defense that the FBI planted that evidence in his home. Donald Trump must also know that the paperwork that the FBI left for him at his home would not be helpful to his public defense and his public fundraising if he made that document public, as he could. And there is no deafening demand from Republicans that Donald Trump reveal everything that he knows about the search of his home by the FBI. Tonight, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that an informant helped guide the FBI's search of Donald Trump's home. The Wall Street Journal reports, quote, someone familiar with the stored papers told investigators there may still be more classified documents at the private club after the National Archives retrieved 15 boxes earlier in the year, people familiar with the matter said. And Justice Department officials had doubts that the Trump team was being truthful regarding what material remained at the property, one person said. 2 months ago, just 2 months ago, on June 3rd, Jay Bratt, a national security specialist at the Justice Department, and 3 FBI agents had a meeting at Mar-a-Lago with Trump lawyers to discuss government records that appeared to be in a basement storage room. A few days later, Jay Bratt sent an email to the Trump lawyers saying that a stronger lock should be installed on that storage room door. We don't know what happened between then and now, but the next thing that we publicly knew is that the FBI served a search warrant for those documents on Monday. This is how Donald Trump described today what happened on Monday. The FBI and others from the federal government would not let anyone, including my lawyers, be anywhere near the areas that were rummaged and otherwise looked at during the raid on Mar-a-Lago. Everyone was asked to leave the premises. They wanted to be left alone without any witnesses to see what they were doing, taking, or hopefully not planting. Why did they strongly insist on having nobody watching them, everybody out?